Hmm. GKS application done. GKS selection done. Congratulations. But how about the visa process? Visa requirements, documents, medical. But now what? Visa process about the document preparation. Is it a heavy process or do I have to do this, that, visa? Which visa? Hold on. I'm here to clear this out. I am a GK scholarship student from 2023 and I have been a lot through via my visa process. So I'm gonna break it down for you in simple words and simple talk. So let's get started into this video. Hmm, you might think the visa process is gonna be difficult or the visa process is hectic and I don't know where to start and everything. So, first is step one. You are gonna get an email via your embassy or NIED or your university regarding your invitation letter, your admission letters, which will be sent to your house, your living current residing country's house, because if you don't have admission letter uh, you cannot apply for the visa. And since visa needs a certain required documents according to embassy or your region or your country or your embassy, so it might be different from different places. So let me start. First, you're gonna get email from your university slash embassy slash NIED that you're selected, and you will be sent an invitation letter via email, and then you're gonna be get giving your address so that your university, since you have given your address in the admission paper, you're gonna get the admission letter from your university to your house. Then this is what happens in the step one, okay, and it might take a long time, maybe around, since it's a UG scholarship, like GKS UG 2026, so you guys might be coming at the February's very end, like 27, 28, or March 1st, it depends. According to the university, they might bring you earlier, they might bring you a little bit late. So this visa process takes at least around 2 to 3 weeks, and it differs from where you live, because not everyone lives in the state capitals or the country capitals and their embassy is not nearby. So what happens is, in India you have Kolkata embassy, Korean embassy, Delhi the main one, Mumbai and Chennai. There are four embassies as per I have known, and there is one third party office which is official office of for visa documents under Korean embassy. So if you go to the Delhi's embassy website, you're gonna see the rules for every embassy. And if you're, for example, I'm a South Indian, so I come in certain states and certain regions, so I have to go to Chennai's embassy. And if you are staying in the topmost, then you have to go to Delhi. And if you are staying in the near Mumbai or Goa or Maharashtra, I mean the same, but Madhya Pradesh and maybe those places should go to Mumbai, and the West Bengal and maybe Odisha, Chhattisgarh, those people should go to Kolkata. And if you have the third party official office, I literally forgot the name, but if you have that office nearby, then you can go to that office. And you can all check this from the Delhi embassy official site. And let me tell you, every embassy has its own required documents or extra documents required, or medical process, extra medical tests, and etc. etc. So make sure, first things first, make sure you have the checked embassy. You have checked the embassy's website and your region and your embassy requirements. That is step two, actually. Okay, then step three. Now what you have to do is, all you have to do is wait. First you're gonna get the invitation letter, but only with the invitation letter and the visa application form you cannot go and submit. So you should ask your university and let them know that my embassy might take a lot of time, so if I would get the admission letter as fast as possible, it would be really thankful, it would be really appreciated, that if you would get your admission letters as early as possible so that you can submit it. Because sometimes in India there are a lot of festivals, or there is some other problem or this other any problem can occur anytime, and the embassies have their own set of holidays, and they do not work on weekends. So there are a lot of things, so make sure you have your application form filled first. Like visa application form you can download via embassy's website, and you should check if for me, my example, let me tell you about the Chennai embassy. Currently I don't know, I'm gonna tell you what all I have prepared. My visa application form, my admission letter, my invitation letter from GKS sent by NIED, and my bank statements because it was required in my embassy track, sorry, in my embassy, Chennai's embassy, and the medical test of TB from the designated hospitals in Chennai. So there were only Apollo, and there was one more hospital from where I could get my medical test. So I went there, took my test, and then went to the embassy next day. And there was also my passport, and there was also my birth certificate and my 10th certificate, 12th certificate. I have submitted all my educational background with the GKS invitation letter, with the NIED admission papers, and every set of things which have come from Korea to me. And if I don't know, it is still happening now, but if the embassy is gonna email you about your GKS fee is waived, that means like you don't have to pay any GKS fees. Normally it's around 4,000 to 5,000 rupees INR, but since you're a GK scholarship, you're gonna get a online PDF. In a PDF you're gonna get your name and your GKS fee exemption stamp, so you have to make it as a sticker and apply, and paste it in the front page of your visa application form. You have to do these all things after you get all your emails, and make sure you always get refresh your email, check your spams, check your mails inbox. Make sure you have all things noted as fast as possible, and make sure you have a list like I have did this. And do not just write or print out one application and write it with hand. Make a 2 to 3 set of copies, because you might do mistakes, or there might be a spelling mistake unfortunately or mistakenly. So make sure you take out 2 to 3 prints of application form, then fill it properly, and have a recent photograph on your visa application, which might be helpful as soon as you enter Korea, because for your ARC application, for your extra things, you might be needing new photos and fresh photos. If they find that you have a very old photo, it might be a problem, and not only back in your country, or it might be a problem in India too, because I have seen people who had problem with their photographs, passport size photographs. So make sure you have your all set of documents and everything. Okay, this is step 3, step 2 ish, like step 2 to step 3 between. Now step 4 is like, what visa am I gonna come in? And I know you guys are not dumb, or I know you guys have done a lot of research. So everyone knows that if you're a language program student, you're gonna come under D4 visa. If you're exempted from the language program, or you're a UIC, for example in Korea Tech, since UIC students are gonna come directly and join the bachelor's, and they're not gonna have any language program, they're gonna come under D2 visa. So D2 is for bachelor's and master students, whereas D4 is only for language students. And you'll get a proper set of instructions sent by email, and you're also gonna get it in the official Study in Korea website after the successful student candidates list released. So you're gonna not have any problem, but I'm just letting you know and giving you a clarification. So for the D4 visa, you guys are gonna apply under language program, so you're gonna come under D4 visa. D4 visa is only designated for language students, and once you come under D4 visa, you're gonna extend your visa after 6 months. So first you're gonna come under D4 visa, you're gonna make your ARC, which is gonna be validated till September, or ending of August to first week of September. Then your university, as per my university took our ARCs and extended it themselves. So our ARC is gonna be extended after 6 months. So for a 1 year span, you're gonna get your visa extended once. So 6 months, first 6 months you're gonna get one time, and another 6 months you're gonna get it extended. So D4 works on like this. After you complete your language program, and now while you're entering into your bachelor's, now, then you have to apply D2. You have to like literally exchange it into a D2 visa, which is gonna be explained by your university, which is gonna be made by your university with the help of your university, and so you don't have to worry about that. But if you're coming via D2 visa, you are gonna get a 2 year warrant validated period. Once if you apply, you're gonna get it for a long time. I hope so, because now I have my ARC for under D2 visa for 2 years. So my visa is gonna expire in the September of 2026. So I should extend it beforehand by August. So if you're D4, then make sure that you have take the proper D4 praise, not D4 1, D4 7, only D4. That's a language thing. I mean, you can have special permissions and get D4, I don't know, D4 7 or D4 1, but I would prefer just keep it normal and take the D4. Make sure you do not get confused under D2 and D4. D4 is for language, so make sure you have take the D4 tick box. Okay. So this was just overview about how the D4 and D2 visas are. So make sure you do not get confused in everything. You might think the visa is very difficult to a lot of complicated task and everything, but no, it's not a complicated task. It might be complicated if you do not submit your required documents according to the visa checklist form, and it might be a problem if you are submitting it very late, because your flight tickets will be made by universities, so they are gonna send you the flight ticket details and everything. So you should get your visa before your flight date. So make sure you have everything prepared on hand, and as soon as you get your emailed documents and your admission letter to your house, your flight tickets and everything, make sure you just go the next day. So make sure like you have to prepare everything except the fact that you have to get the email from your university NIEDs and admission paper, that then just make the photocopies, print out them, then attach with your visa form, and the next day you have to just go and apply and submit for your visa. Because let me tell you, at times visa is really, it takes time. For me, it took around 2 weeks some days. And my at my time, I had to go and correct my passport. But now when my cousin have come to Korea, he said he got his passport back to his house. So it might depend, it might vary, so I don't know how it happens. But make sure you submit your visa application, visa forms as soon as possible, as fast as possible. And make sure to check the timings of embassy, how fast you have to enter, because you're a GK student and embassies have a strict rules about the amount of people entering a day. So it might be a hustle and bustle if you don't go on time, if you don't reach or make it through on that day, then you have to go on next day. So make sure you have, and do not give it to an agent. No agent. You have, as a GK student, you have to visit the visa office or embassy by yourself and submit your visa documents. You cannot give it to an agent. Don't make this silly mistake. Okay, these all are the cautions and precautions and lot of things which I have did. For me, it was a really hustle bustle thing, because I have booked my flights for the embassy for the Chennai. But my hospital, first I thought I would do my medical test in my Apollo hospital, but I called them, and for making a reservation, I just called them and they were like, no, we are not gonna take more than 2 members a day, and it's for all countries, not only Korea and everything. So it was really a hustle bustle, and I didn't had any time. I have canceled my flights and I've redo my flights. And finally I called my another designated hospital, and they told that you can just come in and just take the test, and you're gonna get results in maybe two days. Sorry, 2 hours. And the Apollo was telling me that it's gonna take at least a week for getting a TB test results. I don't understand what is so wrong with them. The receptionist or the person who was in the call told me like that. So make sure you call before and ask about the dates and make sure you reserve beforehand if possible, and only in designated hospitals you can make your medical test. For India, for sure you're gonna have to give a medical test, so make sure you see the designated hospital list from your embassy's website, and then go to the designated hospital, get your test, and then submit those with your application. So these are the small things which I wanted to make sure and make it clear for you guys. I don't know if this video helps you or it helped you. I just wanted to tell you a small cautions, precautions, and a visa process, how it is done. And yeah, this was it for the video. If you still have doubts and if you still feel like I have missed something, please comment down in the comment section, or you can just DM me separately regarding the visa process or anything which is very important right now. So yeah, that was it for this video. Okay, bye.